Bam, how do you explain the turnaround from what we saw on Friday to what we saw tonight?
Made shots. I feel you can definitely tell it was a different sense of urgency during the game, and obviously making shots helped, but we was really active on the defensive end, getting steals, getting deflections, and turning them into offense.
I was about to ask you that question, but the defense, how much of that kind of fuel what you guys did on offense tonight, just getting those easy buckets?
Like I always say, man, let our defense be our offense.
Bam, against a pick and roll combo like Darius and Jared Allen, when you've got a pull up guard and a guy who can roll and finish, how much has the reps you've had in new different coverages over the past year and a half kind of helped you manage and shut down a combination like that?
We just know how to make them shoot difficult shots, force them into difficult shots, get the ball out of his hands as much as possible, and then you live with that result. For us, it's really just giving that extra effort.
Hi, Bam. You're still very young. What does it mean to you that you get so early in your career, third time in Heat history, the double-double leader with 168? Third place, yes.
Dang. Still mad at Spo because he didn't let me really play my first 2 years. But it just shows the trust that, obviously the coaches have in me to go out there and produce. But also myself, believing in myself that I can be, top 5 in everything in the franchise. So yeah, just keep working towards my goals and keeping our head down.
Hey, Bam. These kind of games, taking in mind that you're approaching the playoffs and the Cavs can be one of the teams that you have to face, these kind of games mean something, you think, in the future mentally for you and for them?
For us, it was a good rest for the fourth quarter. I feel like a lot of us needed it. But, you see teams like that in the playoffs. And when it gets in the playoff, these games don't matter. The game slows down, possession by possession. It starts looking a lot different. So for us, we know we can beat them. It's just if we get there and we see them, it's a different ball game.
Yeah, Bam, Spo talked about, even though you're young in age, you've seen so much, playing in so many playoff games throughout your career. How much does that experience so early in your career help form the player you are today?
You start to get familiar with it. You start to understand the ins and outs of the playoffs. Obviously, for me, it feels weird if we don't make the playoffs because it's like, I don't know what to do with that summer. But it's just the experience of it. There's nothing like it. Regular season and the playoffs are totally different. Like I just said, it's possession by possession. And when you have to think like that, everything matters. Turnovers, steals, missed shots. You start thinking about everything. So for me as a young age, it's just great to have the opportunity.
One more question. Because of your threes, is that something that you specifically kind of working at it at the moment, or is it just coming up naturally that you're starting?
I woke up one day and just felt like shooting threes. Not even gonna lie, I just woke up one day. I was like, I'm gonna shoot threes today. Black Lives Matter. Yeah, man. It was either go back in up 40 or try to attempt it. I was like, I'll sit this one out.